Say, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash. We said, "Don't support and elders agreements on the rule, teachers of person issue." And we see salutations fully I can must push you with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season of that season, we say Shalom. Once again, going into our video here, and this is basically touching upon waiting on the Lord, right? Because that is such an important thing. Waiting for something is a very important thing, especially waiting for the Lord, right? So that is why when I went down, I go on Google and type up the importance of waiting, right? Now, I remember doing this for a video some weeks back, going into patience, of why you should have patience. And these little things, these little words that you might see, like patience, waiting, firm, long suffering, even though it may seem like small things, it's such an important thing to have. It's such an important thing that some of these things that you have to do. A majority of all these things you have to do. For example, these scriptures talk about having patience. It talk about being long suffering. It talk about waiting and many other things, right? And these are things that being a man of the Lord, this is things that you should have, because again, for example, waiting and knowing the importance of it, you see where men lose. They give up on waiting. They lose their patience. You understand? They don't want to wait no more. So they turn back to what? To the world. You understand? They give back onto the world, right? But let me start with the scripture here. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 36, verse 16. It says, "Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful." So as the first part said in that scripture, reward them that wait for thee. It goes to show how important it is that we have to wait for the Lord. And waiting is such an important thing, because it's literally stating to reward them that wait for thee. These are the men that wouldn't turn, they wouldn't give up, they wouldn't turn back to the world, nor would they fall in a time of adversity or things that they may face, right? They would continue to do what? To wait. No matter the situation that they may face, they would continue to have the things that is necessary to serve the Lord, and do the things that is necessary to serve the Lord, right? Or I should say for the Lord, right? So what the scripture said, reward them that wait for thee. So when you go and look up, it say waiting is important because it cultivates patience and resilience. So it goes to show when you have these little things, when you have these things, it also brings other stuff with it, things that we're supposed to have, right? So whereas you wait, what would it do? It said it cultivates patience, and patience is a very important thing, right? Patience is a very important thing. The scriptures talk about them, woe unto them that lose patience. So it's something that is supposed to have. And it's saying here, waiting is important because it cultivates patience and resilience. Why? Because you become resilient to the things that you will be facing, right? Because you're waiting, and you're waiting for a greater purpose. Man, you're waiting for the Lord. So that's why it says it reward them that wait for thee. Because to be resilient, you have to be resilient against something, right? Matter of fact, let me see if I could get define. It's a resilience, the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties and toughness. Now you become more, and as you think when you wait for the Lord, you become more. It's how they get what something called experience, and the scripture said to hearken unto them that have much experience, and these is men that would teach you and teach you things how it's supposed to be. Certain difficulties that may come your way, they would teach you, and we get that from the apostles, the elders, or great millstone coming down, right? It said the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly, so you become more resilient. So it said it resilience, right? To recover quickly from difficulties. So it goes to show how important waiting is, right? It's a cultivates patience and resilience, allows for personal growth, right? Allows for personal growth. And as again, you continue to hear men say that they are to grow in this thing, right? You see, and helps us make better decisions by avoiding rash actions, right? So you see how it literally waiting, how it changes you as a man and changes therefore for the better. You understand? But again, it teaches you certain things that it's very important to have, right? Because let me see if I get something here quick. Can I get it here? See if I get any book. It's a it's a to wait, right? So when you look at the meaning of the word wait, matter of fact, let me get that scripture first. This is the book of Psalms, right? 27, right? Verse 14. Right? It says, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. So again, emphasizing that you have to what? To wait, right? Waiting is a very important thing, right? So when you look at the word wait there, right, it says to wait, look for, hope, expect. So you get to see when you're doing these things, it also brings other stuff, because waiting, it gives you hope, and that is something that we're supposed to have. We're supposed to have that hope. You understand? It's a to wait or look eagerly for, to lie in wait for, to wait for, linger for, to collect, bind together. It's a to expect. It's a look patiently, tarry, wait, right? And we know, as it say, it's a to look for, hope, expect, and that is where we're waiting on the Lord, right? So it goes to show how important it is, waiting is, right? So it says, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, right? Be of good courage. Say, when you look up courage, it says to strengthen, prevail, harden, be strong, become strong, be courageous, be firm, grow firm, right? To prevail upon. So now when you're waiting, obviously you're waiting in this place, you'll be going through certain stuff. But waiting, as it says here, it does what? It cultivates a patience and resilience. When things come away, you know to overcome it, right? And I will say, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord, right? So again, you see men that see some of these other camps, for example, some of these men, when they're going through hard times, what do? They turn straight to the Lord. They're not waiting, they don't have that hope. And that is why I say simple words like these, it have deeper meanings that when you look into it, that it plays a major factor in how in what you should have, the characteristics that you should have as being a man of the Lord, and things that you should have. Because someone might see the word wait and just think, hey, well, it's just word wait. But when you look it up in the Strong's, it say to wait, look for hope. Listen to the words that he use in hope, expect. To wait or look eagerly for. To eagerly, and that is what we do. We're waiting for the Lord, right? We're waiting for the Lord, because as I said, I remember doing a video, and when I look up it was I did one on patience, right? And when I look up the meaning of losing patience, it literally go back to someone giving up, someone that lost faith. It literally stated that someone that lose faith or belief in the thing that they are waiting on, So it goes to show how you see how those little things, it carry a deeper meaning, because again, it's a warning to them that lose patience, them that wouldn't wait, them that they give up. You understand? They're not eagerly waiting for the Lord, they gave up. That's why it say they lose hope in the thing, they lose faith and hope in the thing that they're waiting on. So that patience gone, right? So Psalms 33 verse 20, it say our soul. It say our soul waited for the Lord. He is our help and our shield, right? He's our help. We know we're not going to go down to Esau for any help. We're not going to go down to Egypt for any help. Egypt is not going to become our defense. The Lord is our defense, right? And that is who we're waiting upon. We're not waiting on Egypt or Esau to bring help for us. We are not going to get. You see, every single day, Jake asking for reparations and asking for help, man, and not getting it. That is why I say our soul waited for the Lord, right? He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Again, the importance of the name. It says, let thy mercy, O Lord, be upon us, according as we hope. As we hope. Right? It says, in thee. And those are the simple things that men go bypass. You see, men, they go deep and then they lose these little things that they should have. Waiting, hope, patience, forbearing, faith, right? All these things that they're supposed to have. And when you look up the meaning and go into the deeper meaning of it, is such an important thing. It creates a valuable space to develop gratitude, empathy, and self-awareness while learning to trust in natural or divine timing. Wow. Divine timing. Behold, beyond our immediate control. Because why? We know we're waiting upon who? The Lord. And that is what we're reading. That's what we read upon all the scriptures. And I just want to go back to the surah, because it said what? Right? It said, reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. And that is what the prophets supposed to be found faithful. So they would be the ones that be waiting and not losing that patience. They would be the one that is, as it said here, it creates a valuable space to develop gratitude, empathy, and self-awareness while learning to trust in natural or divine timing beyond our immediate control. Right? They would be the ones that basically doing that. Right? It says waiting also serve as a time for preparation, refinement, and building faith. It says ultimately leading to greater strength and fulfillment. And we know we have to go through these things to become better. Let's see if I find the script here. Right? Because the scriptures mention what? For the Lord is like a refiner, right? So it's a wait and also serve as a time for preparation, and why we getting yourself right. It's a refinement and building faith. It's a ultimately leading to greater strength and fulfillment, right? So yeah, you getting yourself right. It's a time for preparation, correcting yourself, conquering that old man and so forth and so on. So it goes to show how important it is waiting is, right? Right? It's a cultivates patient resilience. It builds emotional strength, promotes mindfulness, develops empathy and gratitude, increases self-understanding. It prevents rash actions, allows for proper timing, a time of refinement, trust in greater plans. Yeah, because why? We know we have to trust upon the Lord and wait upon the Lord. Right? Sorry, bring it back out. It's a trust in greater plans. It can be an act of faith in a divine or natural order, allowing time for something even better to be prepared. Yeah, because we know we have better to get with the Lord, right? For example, I'm going to go to the scripture here, Isaiah 40 verse 31. This is Isaiah 40 verse 31, right? It say I'm going to read from verse 28. Sorry. It say, hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainted not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. It say, he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. It say verse 30, even the youths shall faint and be weary. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord, shall renew their strength. Trusting greater plans. Right? Is that not what we see in here? Trusting greater plans. Right? It can be an act of faith in divine or natural order, allowing time for something even better to be prepared. Right? So but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Right? But as the first line said, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They have that trust they have in those greater plans. You see, allowing time for something even better to be prepared. Right? And we know we have to wait. We know where to go through certain things, right? And where to face certain things. But waiting is a very important thing. But as the first scripture I bring out in the book of Ecclesiastes, where it said to reward them and wait on the Lord, right? And now we read in here that them that wait upon the Lord, their strength shall be renewed. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run, not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Getting them powers, right? So it goes to show, reward them that wait for thee. And you're reading where them that wait on the Lord, they get that strength. So they get what? Rewarded. So once again, remember these little things in that little word, you see, wait, you see how important it is. Right? So once again, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. We say that once apostle, and let's agree with who teaches our person the truth. And we say salutations, so I come to the push you with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season, out of season, we say Shalom.